Hey there people, this is Matt Partsformer, and today I'm going to attempt to bring you a video review of the NECA Alien vs. Predator Razor Claws Aliens. This is not something that I would normally collect, but I love aliens, and this guy looked really cool, and as it turns out, he is really cool. So he's a xenomorph from the old game Alien vs. Predator, and he's colored to look like the game sprite. So he's got the pink outlines, he's got some wash on him, and he looks really cool from all the angles. Now, part of this line, there are 3 of them that were released at once. It's the Chrysalis, the Arachnoid, and then this guy. And while the Chrysalis has some of the more interesting looks to it, with the whole head that comes forward, you have to look up pictures and see it. Google it, it's your friend. It was between this and the Arachnoid, and the Arachnoid is pretty much just a plain old xenomorph. This guy is kind of where it's at with a lot of the sculpt and a lot of the articulation, and it just, I think, in my opinion, looks really cool. So this is him from all angles. He's got a nice long bendy tail that's got a swivel here at the base, and the whole thing can be articulated with a rubbery, very soft rubbery claw at the end. What's nice about the tail is that to get him to hold some cool actiony poses, the tail makes for really good counterbalance. So you can plan that out as you pose the guy. So let's go straighten him out here and we can take a look. And as he gets taller, we will raise the camera up. Don't you worry. So let's put his tail down here to make my life easier. And raise it up. So this dude's singing, and he's really cool. Like I said, he's got an awesome paint scheme. He's got articulation that I would not have guessed for, what's he retail, about $26 or so, maybe $25. It's really cool. I was blown away by this thing. So aesthetically, you can see here, he's got the long tendril thingies in the back, and then the head. Let's see if I can get you to see this. The head has got a clear shell with detail inside, which is pretty cool. The mouth is articulated, can open and shut, and then inside he's got his little friend, which you can get out pretty easily, but I thought I'd make my life easier by having a tool ready. So there's that, and it's, like I said, it's really cool. Maybe some of y'all have a lot of experience with NECA figures like this, the other Alien figures. I don't. I just saw this one and it just appealed to me. So, I guess let's do, before I get into more articulation, let's back it up a little bit here. And this review is going to be all over the place because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But here's the box. Cool artwork from the side. You stand off. Razor Claws Aliens. AVP line, and on the back you see cross cells from your other products. That's the Arachnid Alien, the Arachnoid. He's pretty standard. If you want just a standard xenomorph, this is where it's at. It's this dude here. And then this thing is just funky looking. This is the Chrysalis Alien, and I gotta say that's pretty cool looking. It might be another one that I pick up, but I like that. And there's the rest, the Marines and whatnot. So it looks really good. Box back, stay. So here's this dude, and I guess let's back her up a little bit if I can without knocking the whole damn thing over. So here he is, and he's tall. He's a big dude. Here he is next to SH Figure Arts, Perfect Form Cell, another bug alien, android that looks like an alien. So there's those two guys together. And here he is next to a Marvel Legends, the only one that I could find easily. That's Spider-Punk. He's a fan. Other aliens in my collection. Metroid. And then, probably the most important size comparison, because I happened to be walking back to the review table and saw this dude sitting there. There you go. The NECA Razor Claw Alien and Lego Scrooge McDuck. So there you are with that. Let's see. Real quick, do some little bit of articulation. Let me raise the camera up a bit. So the head, it's got a joint. I don't know how well you can see that. Right inside there. So the head can look up. The head can look down that far. And the head can twist. It's really tight on my copy. That's what she said. So the arms can go to the side. Limited by the sculpt, but that's okay because we don't expect too much acrobatics from our xenomorphs. The elbows are double jointed here and here. The only problem, so you got rotation here on the bottom. You can make that clear. The only problem that I see with this is that they're a little bit spongy, so you just got to be careful where you're putting the stress on it. That particular joint on mine, I haven't gotten to bend that well yet. This arm, it's not a problem. Cool claws. You got wrist rotation, inside and out on the wrist flex, and the fingers are articulated. Let's see if I can show that off. Got that. Waist, up, back, side to side in rotation. Arms out of the way. Hips. So this is soft here. The rest of it's a harder plastic, but right in here the hips are soft, and they knew they had to do that because it helps get out of the way when you swing the hips around. About back that much. And then onwards. So I found if you want them to get them in a more traditional squatting alien strike pose, you can go out to the side, and then the knee rotates up here, and you can bend the leg down like that. Double joints on the knees. It looks like it might be a ball with a peg straight out into the foot. Good bend there. Rotation. Swivel. The feet pretty much do anything you want them to. And they're really, everything on this thing is pretty sturdy. The only joint on this that gives a little bit is the hips are just a little loose going out. And it hasn't been a problem yet, but just noteworthy. And the toes. You got toe articulation. This thing is really cool. Like, I might have to go back and get some of the other ones. I don't have like a fandom love for aliens. I enjoy the movies. I don't care that much about the franchise, but this thing looks really cool. Like I said, so there he tips forward, right? But if I do a little adjustment to it, and you know, like I keep saying about this tail is counterbalance, there, just like that, he holds a pose. Let's get him menacingly snarling at a very indifferent cell. Cell just doesn't care. All while being serenaded by Spider-Punk, who's peeking from the back. There you go. Oh. Scrooge's back there. Yeah, that's a random assortment of size comparisons, but that's just what I happen to have on hand. But that's the NECA Alien, Razor Claw Alien. He's good. 26 bucks in Target, back in the NECA section. NECA's hit or miss, depending on what you can find. But there were 2 or 3 of them at the Target in Maryland that I went to get. I'm happy with them. I'm satisfied with my purchase, as T-Man would say. But that's it. That's a short little look at the NECA Alien. I'm trying to think real quick if there's anything else I haven't shown you. I'm sure there is. If you have questions, ask them in the comments. Please check out Figure Action every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, because I'll be showing this guy off again, and we'll be talking. If you like talking with your friends about action figures, that's what we do, and we record it in case, you know, you want to live vicariously through us. Alright guys, this is Matt Partsformer. Peace out.